I started dancing when I was 7 years old. I'd done pretty much every other hobby there was. I'd done swimming, which I still can't do now. I can only do backstroke.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true. I've done, tennis, all these different kinds of things, and nothing really grabbed me like dancing did. And in particular, Latin and ballroom. So that was my sort of main focus. I trained in Latin and ballroom for pretty much up until I was 14. We had the pleasure of dancing together when we were 11.
We did.
Up until me being about 13 or 14. And then I took a few years off, and we got back together when I was 17, and we auditioned for Burn the Floor, which was a show, it's a West End show, and we did it for a year. And then now we are in Dancing with the Stars in Ireland, and we're very lucky to be there.
Yeah, so I started dancing a little bit later, actually. Normally most people start around 6, 7, but I started at the age of 10 going on to 11, so I started a little bit later. And I'd had 2 dance partners before, the gorgeous Emily, and then we, as she said, started dancing together till about 14 years old, 15 odd, and we won all of our titles together then, didn't we? And it was fantastic little partnership, and then unfortunately we split ways for a little while, and then we somehow found ourselves back together. Funny story, to be fair. I thought Emily emailed me. She thought I emailed her. Really, it was my mum. So
she was the one, doing all the behind the scenes.
A little bit like an arranged marriage going on here, yeah.
It's like a fairy tale that was arranged for us. We love it.
So we've worked in Dancing with the Stars now for 2 years. It will be going on 3 years. And whilst we did that, unfortunately, I got knocked out very early. So to fill my time, Emily started it off actually. We created a little business together, and then we turned it together into something called Confidence MDF, which stands for Mind, Dance and Fitness. And it's basically to change the way people think through dance. So that is our idea that we wanted. I had my celebrity partner out in Ireland, and she basically felt revitalized, she felt young again, she felt her whole life changed because she'd had a little bit of trouble earlier on in life she had. So dancing sort of brought back her younger but fun days, and it made her realize that she can live again and have fun. And we sort of realized together that, wow, we can actually make a difference to people's lives here. So we started to take it down the route of mental health, and dementia's very close to me because my grandma's got it, and I've always wanted to work through dementia because I didn't think there was a lot we could do really, but the results and what's gone on from where we've been working at Clockview has been absolutely fantastic. So yeah, since we've been working with the dementia patients through the NHS, it's absolutely been fantastic. We've loved every single second of it, and the results have been far greater than we could have ever expected, which is fantastic really, because it's so close to me, this is. Through dance, it's not just the dancing, it's also to do with the music and the visual effects as well when it comes to dementia. So, I go dressed up in a 50s style, and I play 50s music, 50s and 60s music, so all of the old classics, and I feel this works perfectly because what I like to think of is if I take 20 years off the age of the patients, and then I take away the rest of their life. So if they're 80 years old and I take 20 years off, that takes them to 60. Now, if I take 60 years away from this date, it's around about 50s, 60s era. And that's when they were in their peak, listening to music, going out and having a dance with someone, going on their first dates, getting in relationships. And it was a crucial point in their life. And they will always remember that then. And as you get older, that's when, unfortunately, the dementia starts to kick in. And I like to think of it as like a bookshelf. You've got your shelves of books, and at the bottom, they're all sturdy. So this is your younger part of your life. And as we're going up, the bookshelf is slightly wobbling, and each book is a memory. So you have your sturdy memories, and as we go up to their current state, it's wobbled, and a lot of the books have slightly fell off the shelf, and that's their short-term memory, which is just going a little bit. So I like to play the old-fashioned music, dress up old-fashioned, so I'm bringing them back to feeling young. And far better than I could have ever expected, literally, they stand up, they sing all of the lyrics to the songs, and I'm having them spinning under my arm, everything spinning back, moving around. And the benefits of this is mentally they are thinking. They're having to think about the words of the song again. They're thinking they're young again. They're moving around, so physically it's helping them out. And the other benefits of that is it's tiring them out slightly, so they're sleeping better, so they're eating better. They have a more upbeat atmosphere throughout the whole ward throughout the week, and they are remembering me and asking for us to come back, which is the part which I never ever would have expected. I thought I would create happiness for the rest of the day, not for the rest of the week and the weeks to come. So that is why it's been one of the biggest things I've ever done in my life. It's so self-rewarding. It's not about the money. It's about making a difference in people's lives, and that makes a difference in my own life then.
So, in my opinion, I think that anyone can dance, really. It's just like walking. It's one step in front of the other. Now, there's just a few extra movements to it that make it a little bit more special. Dancing to me is so important, and it's something where I can almost just release myself, and I can step away from the real world, and I get to have, maybe it's just an hour once a day where I can be in my own bubble, and I'm thinking my own thoughts, and I'm exercising, I'm sweating, and I'm enjoying myself. And that's the main thing we want to bring to other people that perhaps haven't had the opportunity to dance from the age of 7 like I have. We want to take dance classes to people that aren't as fortunate as us, and let them have, that 1 hour once a week where they can step away from all of their responsibilities and the real world, and actually just think about themselves, and think about the steps, and think about how they can improve their dancing, and they can sweat, they can feel good, and I guarantee they will enjoy it.
My advice would be to somebody that's never danced before and almost wants to give it a go, but just is a little bit too scared to, is just do it.
Yeah.
Go in there and go to a beginner's class. Everyone's going to be in the same situation as you. They've never danced before and they just want to give it a go to see if they enjoy it or not. And you just have to go with an open mind, because you're not going to be amazing on the first day. It's not going to happen. It doesn't happen. We've been dancing all our life. And if we do a new step or a new style of dance,
there's definitely times, isn't there, when we might do a show that isn't in our comfort zone, and it might not be Latin and ballroom, and we go in there and perhaps it's contemporary or it's commercial, and we're so out of our comfort zone, and we feel like we're back to the drawing board. Do you know what I mean?
And so some of the moves we bust out aren't good at
good.
all.
Yeah, we just give it a go, don't we?
But we go in with an open mind. That's the best way, and
Yeah.
that's what I'd say to anyone. Throw yourself in there. Go in with an open mind and just have a laugh.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff you do won't look good, but some of it, if you throw yourself in there, you never know, may look fantastic. And it could be your career.
If you feel self-conscious, the thing is, you have to remember that everybody in there feels self-conscious, and insecurity is not a nice thing, and you've just got to push through it and enjoy yourself, and just go to the front, learn the steps, and give it a go, and I guarantee you will enjoy it. Confidence MDF is our business that we created together. It's our little baby.
Absolutely.
It's to change the way that people think through dance, and here are a few things that we do.
So we've been working with the NHS. We have a dementia ward that we've been working with, and basically we're making them feel young again, have fun, and it's creating a much better, healthier and happier atmosphere throughout the week in the wards that we work at. And we're working at the life rooms at Mersey Care, and we have a class twice a week, and it's going absolutely fantastic. It's a free class. Anyone can come. If you have a job, if you have no job, anything, absolutely anyone can turn up to that class, have fun, and I guarantee it will change the way you are, and you will be leaving a happier person.
So if you want to check out anything that we do, go and visit our website. So if you want to check out anything that we do, then go to our website, which is www.confidancemdf.com.
And make sure you visit all of our social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, we're on all of them, and you'll catch up with all of the latest information and everything that we're doing, all the events and classes, and come along to some of them and have some fun, guys.
See you there.